It's Vlogmas Day 15. Today I want to share with you just a little passion project that we pulled off recently and just the thinking behind it and who partnered with us and why I am so happy today as we are in the middle of December counting down to Christmas. So here's insight as you get older, as you have more experience in any industry, you tend to get to a point where, one, you get some margin in your business and you're able to do some creative things. And two, you start to realize that entrepreneurship really is about trying to do fun things together collaboratively with the people you like, your friends. And it's done for impact, whether it might be bottom line impact or something else that just blesses the community. Well, Paul Fleming, owner of Church Inc., and he just launched the Church Swag brand, were together recently at one of our mastermind retreats, and we start to think about what could we do together? Well, let's find some excuse to work together. Now, I was thinking, what if we could just send a bunch of these out to our ChurchCom friends, communicators across the country that are working hard this season, and surprise them with a bunch of really cool swag gear that they can use or hand out to their friends on staff. Just bless them during the season. It'll be a surprise that shows up during the hardest weeks of the year. Now, this act of appreciation is straight from my playbook. When you want to encourage people, you want them to go far with you. In order to go far with you, you have to encourage them. And so this is my framework here. Far. That you want to go far, you got to have these three things. You got to make your environment fun. You got to take your work seriously, but not yourself seriously. We can talk about that later. This swag box, this surprise box, is a piece of appreciation. You're sending them something and letting them know that they're appreciated for their work, for their role, for their part in the community. And the last one is you always want to figure out how to recognize people. That's a public act of service to show them that you want to encourage them further and go far with them on your team. I've talked about it in other vlogs. There's a very big difference between appreciation and recognition. Don't get them mixed up. So we were brainstorming and trying to think of some win-win-win scenarios. And since we both have worked inside the church and also outside the church, particularly in the church communications area, we both knew that this is a really tough season for church staffers. Going into Christmas, going into Easter, it can be brutal. Whether you are a solo pastor and have just a couple of either admins or volunteers, or you're on a huge mega church with specialization and a whole communications department, Christmas and Easter tend to be very busy times. It's a thankless job, especially for those in the communications area. You've seen this box on social media already probably, but inside the Church Swag box, a lot of people want to know what's inside. First is we printed a nice little encouragement note from both Paul and me to the church communicator. And then right out of the box, I want to thank Ryan over at graphics.church for sponsoring this little Moleskine-ish. I love this format of a notepad, journal book, which is great. And you need also a high quality. We actually got Tyler and the team at Texan Church to put in for a really high quality pen that's not cheap. The folks over at Get.Bible, American Bible Society, is putting in a really cool little thing here. It's a webcam shield. You put it on your laptop on your webcam, and then you can basically open and close the privacy shield for your webcam cover. You definitely need it in this day and age. Really cool. The friends over at Word Revolution, Barbara, thank you so much for the mints that are in this little tin can. It's travel worthy. Daniel and the team over at Church Hero. This is a popular item, a cell phone wallet. You stick it on the back of your phone and put your credit cards and ID stuff in there, and you're good to go. Thank you, Daniel. I like this new logo, the Church Hero logo. And then Church Fuel has come in with a really cool, unique charger. There's a USB charger and there's a charger for the actual thing. And check this out, when you actually press this little button at the top, the thing lights up at night, and so that's pretty cool. And there's a little, this is a belay that you put this onto your bag or something. Really cool. And then Ministry Designs came in with a stainless steel tumbler that everyone loves for your coffee, your tea, and stuff in the morning. Ministry Designs. And then we had another note. So this is the cool part, right? The win-win-win-win. So we have all these sponsors that have really helped. They've foot the bill for some of these fun items to put into the swag box so that it's for your enjoyment and usage. However, we went a little further because we want to help out these sponsors. So we said this, like to win, this is more than a box. It's also a contest, and the winner gets $300 in prizes. So it's not just this box, someone's gonna win $300 in prizes, which is really cool. So Paul and I figured out, if you just take selfies with this box and post it to Instagram or Facebook, and post it with this hashtag or Church Swag Ideas account, tag them. And at the end of the month, we're gonna tally it up and then announce the winner. If you want extra points, here's the deal. Each post equals 1 point, and the person with the most points wins. And if you take a selfie with each individual item in the box, you get an extra 10 points. And so we've already seen some people using this hashtag and Church Swag Ideas and the Church Butler for me. If you want to tag me as well, we're giving out some prizes as well. So this is what's inside the swag box. We're gonna award even more stuff to have some fun. This is version 1.0. We're planning to do more stuff like this in the future. Would love to hear your thoughts. If you got the box, what did you think about it? It seems to be well received. What's missing from the box? What can make this experience better? And then we're also gonna have a sign-up form soon. So watch out for that, where you're gonna be able to sign up for a chance to get another box for version 2.0 in 2019. Now, as communicators, you should know that if you really want to be considered for the prize, but actually considered for future boxes, this is the secret. There's 100 people who got these boxes, not 100 people have gone on social. But if you think you're gonna wanna get into the second box, the next box that we're sending out, hint, 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 you really should be going on social, because if you're not going on social and not giving exposure to our great sponsors who are putting out the funds, the budget to help to create the stuff to send out, then why would they do it again, or why would they use it? So if you want to be an influencer and post it on social, there's a much higher chance, wink, 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 that you will be included in the next box that we're preparing right now. And I'm telling you, some of the stuff that we're putting there is quite fun. It's actually a little bit different for some of the items than the typical swag that you think about here. So going back to our original plan, Paul and I think this is a win-win-win. Why? Because one, the church communicator themselves are blessed. Two, Church Swag has the ability to then partner with some of these people. They're getting real life samples of things that would make an impact, the wow factor, just like they had it, receiving it. Imagine some of your guests and your visitors, first-time visitors, or your high-capacity donors, high-capacity volunteers, getting some of this swag gear, showing you in person, physically, what it feels like, what they look like, etc. It gives you a better sense of that. And then from our point of view, it's a passion project. We just love seeing people light up with smiles and having a surprise during the day. And it's just fun, right? It's fun to make that happen across many different churches across the country. So from our perspective, it's a fun, win-win-win. And we're planning to do it again. So would love your thoughts, love your reflections, and leave your comments below. We'd love to hear what you think.